Welcome, dear friends, to Kind Tenderness for ourselves. Starting with feeling our feet on the ground, or if we're lying down, maybe the backs of our feet on the bed, on a cushion, on a hammock. Feeling your bottom supported if you're sitting, your back if you're lying, letting yourself close your eyes and sink into the sensation of kind tenderness for ourselves. Think of it as hydration. Think of it as nourishment. Something that we need as much as any food, air, water. Kind tenderness for ourselves. Maybe stroking our head, maybe our arms. Somehow, maybe touching our chest, feeling this sense of you are worthy of tenderness, even if we can't find it very much in our world. If we can bathe ourselves in this kindness that we need so desperately right now, in this moment, without any hooks, without any expectations for being different, doing anything different, having different emotions, allowing all of yourself to be loved, appreciated, tenderly. Breathing it in, into our body. And then as we exhale, see if we can offer it to that parched desert, that empty wasteland that maybe we call the corporate environment. Maybe we call people oblivious to each other on the street. Maybe it's very, very difficult to imagine any kindness from our friends, our partners, our neutral people, certainly the people that trigger us. Let it fill the space around us and the people around us. The sense of kind tenderness that you give freely from the abundance that you feel in yourself, and coming into that abundance in ourselves with the in-breath. Giving ourselves that sense of kindness, it's so important to us, that we long for so much in all of our environment. Not seeing it valued in our environment, not seeing it as a part of anybody's life, maybe. It depends on what your vision is, and coming to ourselves with 100% acceptance for everything that's here in us and around us, with tenderness, with compassion, with a sense of warm regard, with a smile to yourself, nourishing yourself, hydrating yourself with that sweet, sweet, kind tenderness. And when we are able to touch that, exhale it to all the others in the world that may need it. Certainly our loved ones and our friends struggle, and we can offer it to them right now in our minds. May you find that in your life. May you have those resources. May they be available to you. And the people that are harder for us to love, may they have the resources they need. And if that's difficult to do, it doesn't, remember, may they have the resources doesn't mean we have to give it to them. So let's bring that back to ourselves. The simplicity of showering ourselves, bathing ourselves in that kind, open, warm-hearted tenderness, that kind regard for all the different aspects of ourselves. Such a complicated human being we are. Let it come in, even if you're fighting it. There's another chance, another breath to let it come in. And when you feel like, oh yes, that's what kind tenderness might feel like, offer it to somebody else. Offer it to somebody in your world specifically, or you can just offer it in general. May we all have kindness and tenderness in our lives somewhere. May the culture change so that is valued more than, I don't know, looking younger, looking thinner, looking perky, all this looking, and come into this feeling truly open, vulnerable, and tender. Have that be what we value, what's important to us, not what's dictated by outside values. That's what we can internally generate for ourselves and give ourselves in abundance. In each breath, we take in this a sense of, I've got this, I'm here for you. I can take all those parts of my history and bring them into the present moment. And in this moment, you have the tenderness that you need, the sweetness that you need. And let it come in. Let yourself be loved up by it. And then we're ready. I could feel myself, okay, I'm ready to share. I'm ready to exhale. Who am I going to share it with? May it land on the people that need it. Maybe people in Ukraine. Maybe the North Vietnamese that are North Koreans that are also fighting in the Ukraine right now. I'm putting out people that may be in pain, and just wishing them all on both sides of the coin to find some tenderness in their lives, to know that they matter, that they're valuable too, even though they might be in a not the ideal situation, to put it mildly. And then come back to ourselves. We are also worthy of kindness, tenderness. We also can be nourished by that in-breath, oxygenated, hydrated, opened by that breath of kindness. And it's so much more delicious shared. So when we breathe in and feel it in our whole body, the next breath out, share it with all beings in the world so that they may benefit from our practice this morning. Thank you so much. Appreciate your presence.